Jai Shri Ram. Sau Ram pe third track. In the Yoga Vasistam, the first chapter is called Rama Nirvedam. Nirvedam means feeling depressed, dejected, listless, hopeless, developing suicidal tendencies. Rama was so depressed, he took a world tour when he was barely 16 years old, and he came back and he was very, very sad because he saw people suffering everywhere. Because samsara is so terrible, isn't it? So, Rama Nirvedam. See, Yoga Vasistam is similar to Bhagavad Gita. In the Gita, as you know, Krishna talked to Arjuna and delivered the Gita, Bhagavad Gita. Incidentally, Krishna gave 6 Gitas. Okay, we will discuss that later. I have already posted videos on that. A similar discussion between Sri Rama and Yoga Vasishtha. Vasishtha Vishi. Actually, Rama was so depressed, so Dasharatha called Vasishtha. Incidentally, Vishwamitra also happened to come. All three, Dasharatha, Vasishtha and Vishwamitra, were seated on thrones. Rama and Lakshmana came. Rama sat down on the floor. And that is the first chapter, Rama Nirvedam, where Vasishtha asks Vishwamitra, but Vishwamitra differs to Vasishtha and says, you are the senior, so please. So, the content of the Yoga Vasishtha is very much similar to the Bhagavad Gita. In that, Rama said that human life is so transient and it is so precarious. He uses an analogy. He says life is like a drop of water dangling from the tip of a blade of grass. In Sanskrit, Rama's words were Ayuh Pallava Kunagra Lambambu Kana Bhanguram. Acha, I am reminded of a share. Hayrat Allah Wali, who said, आगाह अपनी मौत से कोई बशर नहीं, आगाह अपनी मौत से कोई बशर नहीं, सामान 100 बरस का है, सामान 100 बरस का है, पल की खबर नहीं. So this is our tragedy. You never know when you are going to kick the bucket. And you know, in the Yaksha Prashnas Mahabharata, 124 questions were posed by Yaksha. And one of the very interesting questions was, what is the most astonishing thing in the world? Yudhishthira said, Ahanyahani bhutani gachanti ha Himalayam. Ahanyahani bhutani gachanti ha Himalayam. Shesha sthiratvam icchanti. Shesha sthavaram icchanti. Kim matah ascharyamatah param. Kim ascharyamatah param. Every minute somebody dies. It can be old or young. See, all the details are not provided. We have to infer. Every minute somebody dies. But the onlookers think that they have still a lot of time. And actually the onlookers somehow wish to settle down here, get established. While the truth of life is you never know when you are going to keep the bucket. The only thing that's going to accompany you is your dharma. That's what our Shastra says, that is what Hinduism will teach you. But people seem to have lost all faith in this. That's why they think they can get away. So, Ayu Pallava Konagra Lambambu Kanabhanguram. Next. Rama said, Bharo Avivekinaha Shastram. For one who is devoid of Viveka, discrimination, and book learning is a big burden actually. Bharo Avivekinaha Shastram, Bharo Jnanam Cha Ragina. Even knowledge for the passionate is unavailing. Ashantasya Manobhara. For one who is restless, the mind itself is a big burden. Bharo Anatma Vido Vatu. For one who has no self-knowledge, Atmajnana, life itself is a big burden. These are Rama's words. Okay, next. Now let me go to Ramo Rama iti janami abhavan katha. We don't know anything other than Rama, so please talk about Rama. people of Ayodhya told somebody, I think it was Narada or somebody. Some person wanted to talk about something. Usually people are gossiping. So the people of Ayodhya said, Ramo Ramo Ramayati Janami Amavan Kata. We know only about Rama, so if you want, you can talk about Rama. Ram Charcha Karo, Dharma ki Charcha Karo, Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. ये बात करो या तो चुपचाप बैठो और निकल जाओ. मद्भक्ति युक्तो भवनम भुवनम पुनाति. Krishna and Rama both said this. Madbhakti yukto bhuvanam punati. My devotee purifies the whole world. Are you living up to Rama's assertion? Madbhakti yukto bhuvanam punati. And then, what is dharma? Rama said, Dharmo madbhakti krut prokto. Even Krishna said the same thing. Dharmo madbhakti krut prokto. Becoming my devotee is dharma. Now that's a very, very loaded statement, because once you become a true Ram Bhakta, not a fake, मुंह में राम राम बगल में चुरी, no, वैसा वाला नहीं. Once you become a true Ram Bhakta, as is the deity, so is the votary. If you are worshipping a psychopath, then you will indulge in all those activities and aspire to get some heavenly rewards. But if you are a Ram Bhakta or a Krishna Bhakta, then you will be dharma personified. Right? So that is why Rama said, Krishna also said, Dharmo madbhakti krut prokto. What is the best definition of dharma? The best definition of dharma is devotion to Rama is dharma. Kata. Of course there are many. Yato nishreyasa abhyudaya. Yato abhyudaya nishreyasa siddhi sadharma. This is, I think, from the darshanas. Vaisheshika darshana, Kannada Rishi. Yato abhyudaya nishreyasa siddhi sadharma. That which guarantees worldly prosperity and also salvation, moksha, redemption, nirvana, mukti. That which ascertains both is dharma. Right? Even in the RSS Prarthana we have this, Nishreyasa. So RSS Prarthana includes the same idea. That which ascertains worldly prosperity and also salvation. That is dharma. Chal. Next, Rama on satsang. What is satsang? So Rama discussed 10 different varieties of satsang. Sat vachanam, vachanam vishayam namam ganam vastu karyam achara vichara sambandha. I added the 10th one, Sat Jivan. Now Samartha Ramdas ji in Dasabodha gave this list. Samartha Ramdas ji is considered an incarnation of Hanuman. He was the guru of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So he said Sat Vachana. That means reading. Reading Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Tulsi Dohavali, Kalyu Dohavali, Sadgranth, Ramayana, Manaka, Ram Chalisa, Hanuman Chalisa. This is Sat Vachana, Sat Vishayam. If you can't read, you don't have the patience, you are not sure about the Ucharana, at least you listen, right? Sat Vishaya. Then Sat Nama. कहाँ राम राम कहाँ टाय टाय. राम का भजन करो, कृष्ण का करो, देवी का करो, गणेश का करो, सुब्रह्मण्यम का करो. ये बोंदल गिंदल भजन लेंद्रा अदन्नी आपंడి प्लीज. सो सत नाम, सत नामम सत गानम. नाम भी नाम स्मरण. ठीक है, नाम सत नामम सत गानम. गाना भी. In fact, I believe that every song that I listen to, old Hindi songs, they are all for Krishna. They are all for Rama. I am serenading for Rama. Vastu, Sat Vastu. Every day when you get up in the morning, what are the Vastus you watch, you see, you touch? Remember, Ahara means all the inputs of the senses. What you see, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch and what you hear. That is Ahara. Ahara, most people think Ahara means simply food. No. sense inputs are called Sat Vastu. You should have a small figurine of a cow, a shankam, an om, and a swastik, and figurines of Rama and Krishna. So first thing in the morning you must see them and you must touch them. Sat Karyam, Loka Sangraham, doing whatever you can to contribute positively to life, to society. And then Sat Vicharam, debate. Debates about Dharma, about Satya, about Rama's gunas and Krishna's gunas, and about the deeper meanings of Bhagavad Gita, the slokas, and what are the 6 Gitas of Krishna. This is Sat Vichara. And Sad Achara, following traditions which are sattvic. No slitting necks of goats and chicken. That is tamasic, asuric, and you will suffer. Your families will also suffer. So don't give me this rubbish that Vedic rishis were eating beef. These are all prakshipta interpolation. Please stop believing this. Right? Utter trash. A true Hindu should not touch meat. No eating meat. Because every animal loves life. You could yourself be born as that goat. That is what Manu also says. And samutpattincha mamsasya. Manu incidentally says, consider the origins of meat. Meat is nothing but solidified menstrual blood. Imagine how disgusting the whole idea is. Can you drink a glass of fresh menstrual blood of a woman who is mensing? And you are eating meat? Because please stop. So, Sat Acharam and then Sat Sambandham. What kind of people do you associate with? And finally, Sat Jivan. If you follow all that I said just now, you will be living a sattvic life. So, this is the third track. You see, I will stop there. I will go to the fourth track later because I don't want to exceed 10 minutes, maybe maximum 11 minutes. Jai Shri Ram.